Hi everyone, I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to share one of the tags that I made for Tim Holtz's 12 tags of Christmas. I don't have time to do all 12 of them, but I still wanted to try it out, so I picked the hardest one, which was day one. I went onto the website day one and I was like, Tim is smoking scrap, because it was totally hard and I was like, oh my goodness, I gave up after that. But I fired up yesterday and I'm like, I'm going to make the hardest one. So I did day one and here it is. Um, so I'm just going to go through it. So I actually finished the back because the back of the tag was a hot mess. It was like a hot mess. So I had to like cover up the nastiness. So I cut this black chipboard out, which is my favorite. I get that at Create for Less. And it's by Paper Accents. And I just cut the tag base, and then it comes with this little ornate plate. It's like a baby Baroque. It's so cute. And it even comes embossed, and then, oh, so cute. And then I put little brads, and I love that tone and tone look. It's so cool. And then there's my little Spam Masubi stamp, which I actually colored with my Copics, and then I put glossy accents on top of the sushi part. But there's the back, because I just had to cover the, oh my god, it was like a hot mess. And my room is a hot mess because um, all the components used to make this tag, I didn't have all the things that Tim had, so I had to find replacements, which is fine. So here's the tag, um, which I'm so sick of looking at this. I don't even know if it's pretty or not because I have been working on it for hours and hours. So this is my version of day one, which I tried to stay close to Tim's original vision, as close as I could. So here it is. I'll go through what I did first. So I had to make the house first, and I kind of felt like I was like a construction worker, because you literally have to construct. This is the rickety house die back here, the rickety house die. And then this is the first time that I use grunge board for anything, and I love grunge board, and I've been hoarding it because it's kind of expensive. But I used it for the first time, and I love the smell of grunge board too. Like, a lot of people I heard don't like the smell, but I love it. It's like, I love it more than ATG gun smell. But here it is. I was like a total construction worker because you have to cut the grunge board out, and I didn't have the notebook embossing folder. So instead of using that, so the notebook embossing folder has stripes kind of for the lines. So instead I use the music note one, which has lines too. And so you can't even see the music notes, but you literally had to like make a house like construction worker style, because you had to like emboss the grunge board, and then you had to like sand it down, and then cut up the planks and stick the planks on a base, and then cut out the house, and it was total drama. But I like the way it came out because it looks like a real house, and then it kind of looks like Tim's. I don't have the Tim Holtz sanding block thing, so I had to like make my own. I had like a wood stamp block, and I put sandpaper over it, and it was sanding. And then so I made the house, and then I also, still in construction worker mode, because I do not have the, I don't have any of the border dies. I forget what they're officially called, but he used a fence die, and I don't have that fence. So I had to like construct this fence by myself. So I had some leftover grunge board, and then I cut strips, and then I just made my own fence, which was again drama. And then thank goodness the tree was just normal, so I had the tree and stuff. But I didn't have he was using this Ranger product called Sparkly Stuff, which I didn't have, and I was totally sad because it looked really cool. So to make the shiny snow, I used icicle stickles because I thought that was appropriate, to use icicle stickles. And it actually has a green glitter in that stickle. I'm sorry, a blue glitter in that stickles, which kind of matches the background. So I had to make this myself, and then I couldn't use the sparkly stuff. I used stickles, and then I made the house all construction worker style. So I totally did that. And then he had some different baubles, and I don't have his baubles, so I just had Leanne gave me this charm, and then I just added my own pearls, and then I put it on a whatever these are called. It's a Tim Holtz product too. And then I used the Believe philosophy tag because it was more like, I can't believe I finished this. That's why I used the Believe one. And then I didn't have the cute baby wreath that Tim had. So I actually took the leaf trim that everyone has, and then I just wrapped it around my fingers and I made a circle, and then I tied a little seam binding for the bow. And I was rebelling at Tim at this point because I was like, oh my god, this is taking forever. So I was totally rebelling against him. So I was like, I'm gonna use pink. So I did for the bow. So that's supposed to be a wreath. And then I didn't have the ticket strip die or his stamp. So then I used the Wish Adage ticket, and then I grunged it up, and I used walnut stain, and then I used some stickles. I just rubbed over it a little bit just to give it some shine. And then I didn't have the Perfect Pearls mist that he used. So actually, I really wanted to use the Dragonfly Glimmer mist that I just got. So I used that, and I love the color. It's kind of like a peacock color. I love it, love it, love it. And then he used like a snowflake stamp, and I didn't have a snowflake stamp. And again, I was totally like rebelling and frustrated at this point. So then I'm like, I'm going to use damask. So instead of the baby snowflake stamp, I used like a baby damask stamp. So, but you can't really see it because it's covered up by all the elements and stuff. And then, oh, and then I used seam binding. He used blue seam binding, and I was still rebelling, and I wanted this to tie in, so then I used my own pink and green seam binding. And I think that's it. So there's my version of Tim's 12 Tags of Christmas Day 1. And yeah, so I was like telling myself I am not enjoying the journey, not enjoying it. But and then I had to wait overnight for all of this stuff to dry and, you know, dry. So then in the morning after I put it together, I was kind of happy how it came out, because even though I followed his instructions like as best I could, I think it still kind of looks like me. So so that's it. I just wanted to share this tag with you guys. And that's it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.